My engineering origin story probably has to do with Legos. I feel like that's true for a lot of engineers.
What got me here was doing what I love. So I like doing hands-on work, I figured out. I like working with people. I like doing things that have a global impact.
I'm incredibly interested and passionate about doing what I can to motivate behavior change as a means to combat climate change.
What I bring to my job is the passion for helping people.
We get to work on some very interesting work and try to tackle some of the biggest issues and challenges we have in our energy system, and we get to do that very creatively and innovatively.
There's a lot of different ways to be in the industry.
It is a very interesting and dynamic industry.
You know, you don't have to be just one thing. You don't have to just be interested in one thing. And the energy industry could offer that.
There's so much work to be done in this clean energy transition that it's going to take all kinds of people and careers to make it happen.
You know, there's the technical side, there's the very human interactive outreach side, there's the management side.
I've been working now in the field for nearly 40 years, dealing with issues of equity and diversity.
My very first job was installing solar panels on people's roofs.
I provide support to a network of solar installation contractors that we work with around the state.
I worked at a large corporate consulting firm that analyzed energy efficiency programs to say, did this program make a difference?
Prior to becoming an engineer again, I worked at a energy nonprofit as their renewable energy project manager for almost 4 years.
All the varied roles in the energy sector span across every discipline you could possibly imagine.
And it's a very exciting industry because of all these opportunities and room for advancement.
You end up having an intersectionality of a bunch of different people with different backgrounds, and so it's like a diverse staff, and you can play off of each other's strengths and kind of innovate together.
Energy is a very exciting field. It's very vast.
There's lots of jobs out there, and jobs that you may have never heard about.
In the energy economy, there will be jobs for students who would be perfectly well served through a technical education or community colleges.
And every pathway is equally valuable as students navigate their way to energy careers or careers in advanced manufacturing.
And I think that we need to embrace the idea that we need to prepare students for all possible futures and to equally value outcomes other than a four-year university.
It is important that we help students know that all careers are open to them and that we want to help them find their road. What's interesting to them, what fuels them, what do they want to pursue.
So it would be great if we at least knew we liked working with people, we gravitated towards jobs that worked with people. If we knew we liked working with our hands, then we get to do that and be outside even if that's desirable.
I'm particularly passionate about careers in the trades. And if I had been given an option to pursue a career in the trades, I think that it would have checked off a lot of the boxes that pursuing a career in engineering eventually did for me.
So for students that aren't going to pursue a college degree or some sort of higher education, I think one of the best paths right out of high school is to go into trades.
Encouraging young people who are already interested in doing that to kind of have that spark, walk a little taller because they're going to be going and doing trade work. That's a good thing because it takes very high levels of skill, knowledge, dedication that's going to grow over time. And
there's a lot of different trades, a lot of them that are in the clean energy field or sustainable energy field.
All of those things are really skill-based work that you can really create a lot of expertise in if you're given the opportunity to start in the right place.
These trades are already in high demand, and the amount of jobs that we're going to need to deploy all of these resources at scale is tremendous.
Manufacturing is really where I see a lot of my young people heading.
Advanced manufacturing is using innovation and technology to change the way we make things. It's that simple.
Advanced manufacturing contributes to things that are in our daily lives, in our pockets all the time.
Just because you have a solar array, the work doesn't start where it's being placed in the field. The work starts with building the structures that hold the solar panels.
The future of manufacturing in the United States is actually much brighter than I think a lot of people realize, because we have access to that kind of technology that allows us to innovate and advance that many others can't.
I think when parents and students hear advanced manufacturing, they're automatically thinking, assembly line, and that's not at all what advanced manufacturing is anymore.
In a modern manufacturing setting, it's clean, it's high-tech, it's safe, and oftentimes people think of robotics as being something that's going to replace workers. What it actually is doing is only replacing workers where it's dangerous, tedious work that really people shouldn't be doing it. Well, for the next 5 to 10 years, certainly there's going to be a large demand for those who are interested in either doing operational machining with computer interfaces. There's going to be a high demand for those who have welding skills and a wide variety of welding capabilities. There's also going to be a high demand for those who know how to program the cutting paths for parts, doing part design. So there's a broad range of knowledge and skill base that will lead into those jobs.
They can get amazing benefits from a lot of employers. A lot of employers pay tuition so that they can go on and attain a credential or an associate's degree when they're ready to.
It's basically blowing open the opportunities for innovation that we wouldn't have had 10 or 15 or 20 years ago.
Engineers are critical to the design part of renewable energy projects.
Whether that be chemical engineers to manufacture the batteries, or mechanical engineers, or electrical engineers, all sorts of engineers will be needed.
They're the ones that are optimizing, siting of wind turbines and solar panels and ensuring that these projects are producing at their optimal levels.
On the kind of research and development side, you can become a scientist studying how to make something, how to make a heat exchanger more efficient, for example.
Researchers in our universities across the country, at our national labs, are doing the really important work of modeling our current costs and forecasts and really helping inform where our energy system is going.
And that's just the beginning. There are a wide variety of career pathways across the industry.
Outreach managers, we need those. We need project managers.
They could be working in land use management. They could be working in finance communications. They could be working in legal. They can also be working in software development and IT.
Folks that work in the office that just help people get their bills up and running.
There's a whole group of people that do trading, like on the New York Stock Exchange, but they're trading energy.
But there's also sales and policy and marketing.
You could be the energy manager for an entire school district.
I have people that are attorneys, friends that are attorneys here. We have people that are mathematicians here.
We really do need people with a wide variety of skills, credentials, and experience.
All of those are equally valuable. Whatever that path might be, excellent. How do we help students find it and be successful on it?
So we've got a massive task ahead of us to clean up our entire energy industry. And it's going to take a whole lot of people to address that question. It's going to take a whole lot of effort.
And when you look at all of those buildings, all the computers, the products, all the things that are happening using energy, those are jobs.
There's a lot of different ways to help expand how students see the careers available to them. One is expanding their understanding of the careers that even exist. That can be through projects, that can be through bringing folks in to share, that can be through visits to industry.
There are a lot of folks in the industry ready to offer their time and expertise to help build the next generation of clean energy leaders.
We have to show students that we have men, we have women, we have folks of color, we have folks who may have come from another country, whatever that is, holding all of these different careers, being successful. Their ideas are important.
The energy industry is hungry for talent, and they are looking for students just like yours who have all of these skills that they've developed over their time with you.
All ideas are important because we have big problems to try to solve. We need the best ideas, the most diverse ideas, the broadest ideas in order to solve those problems.
Check out all of the videos in CE's Powering the Next Generation Energy and Education series by visiting the links provided in the description below to learn more and get inspired about how you can bring engaging energy education to your students.